Hey everybody, my name is Ted Blosser and I'm on the platform team here at Box, and today I'm going to show you how to get started on the Box API. Now if you haven't already, what you want to do is go create your free Box account, and you can do that at www.box.com/signup. After you're done signing up, we're actually going to create a free 5 gig account for you, and later on this tutorial when we create our first application, we're actually going to upgrade that to an enterprise grade developer account. Now we're going to assume you've created your account already, and we're going to go to developers.box.com to get started. And so once you're here, what you want to do is click Get API Key. And this will actually redirect you to a page to sign in and create your first application. So for the sake of this tutorial, let's say we're creating a marketing application. So we could call marketing application for marketing department. Click Create App, and that'll actually generate your first API key, and on the back end, like I mentioned, will actually upgrade your account automatically to developer account. So what you want to do is click Edit this application to add the crucial pieces to your application that will make it run moving forward. So I'm going to show you the end product of what an application actually looks like once it's published. So I'm going to go to www.box.com/services. So this page is basically our app store for all the different applications on the Box platform. So you'll see it's separated by category like popular, newest, function, and platform. If I click on a sample application, let's say the Salesforce application, you'll see it has descriptions, screenshots, and contact information for those application developers. I'm going to close out of here and go back to the Edit the Application page and walk through each section. So the general information, that's pretty self-explanatory. I won't cover that. The developers that can edit the service just is an area where you can actually add other developers to co-manage and co-edit these services or this application, and so we'll allow you to have up to 5 people do that with you. The backend parameters is where you'll sort of see your API key and also the URL for your application within the App Store. Redirect URL you can leave blank. This is primarily for our API v1, and currently we're on API v2, which was launched in December 2012. OAuth 2 parameters here. This is an area where you'll want to manage the OAuth 2 sign-ins into your application, so it's actually very important as you develop your app. Redirect URI, if you go through the OAuth 2 tutorial, is an area that you will actually want to fill out when you come back to this application, as it's crucial in the OAuth 2 authentication flow. Event notifications is where we'll send events that are happening within the Box accounts you're monitoring to your application. So in here you can designate an endpoint, and we'll send events such as file uploads, file comments, file downloads to your endpoint for you to digest and take action on. Service actions is where you can actually set up a service action for files that are inside Box. So for example, if you have an e-signature application, if you have a file within Box, you can right-click that file, click that service action, actually reroute you back out to your application. As if it's an e-signature application, it would basically be for you to sign that file that you just clicked. And the rest is directory information. So this is, again, details that you can fill out at a later time once you're ready to publish your application. Really controls the look and feel of the application within the App Store. So when you're done reviewing those sections, what you want to do is click on the documentation page, which basically leads us back to developers.box.com. I'll show you some of the important areas that you'll want to focus on. The docs page will show you basically how to build your application. This is where you will spend the majority of your time. And to give you a little background on our API, we have a RESTful API that basically allows you to make GET requests, PUT requests, POST requests, and delete requests to various resources within the platform. And so you'll see these resources appended to our base URL for you to basically take action on. So let's give you an example here. I'm going to click on the folders resource, and let's say I want to go retrieve items that are within a folder for one of my users. And so what you would do is send a GET request to the folders resource, designate the folder ID, and then ask for its items. And so what you'll notice is that we'll actually send a JSON response back to you of the various file and folder objects within that folder. And we'll even give you examples of how to do that using curl within each of these different resources. And basically we'll even show you how to do this through Postman, which is a great Chrome plugin, at a later time in a subsequent tutorial. So basically doing the same type of thing for all the different resources. So with files, comments, discussions, you'll basically be sending requests to those various resources, and we'll be sending JSON responses back to you. Now you also want to look at the OAuth page when you're ready to authenticate your users. We won't go into detail here. We'll actually cover this in another tutorial in more detail, but this is a page you'll want to pay special attention to when authenticating your users within the Box application. Now when you're in the Forum tab, this is where you want to basically ask your questions if you get stuck on development, or you want to see if there's basically frequently asked questions by other people that are developing on the Box API. This is really just a skin of Stack Overflow, so if you want to look at some of the answers, you can see that I'll actually redirect you to Stack Overflow for either the community to answer, and we actually monitor this pretty closely and add answers and responses ourselves. And then lastly, you want to click on the blog page here and keep up to date with some of our important announcements, and we'll also tell you a little bit about some of our design methodology and also some of our roadmap moving forward. So this is a great place to get updates periodically on our API. So today that's going to conclude our tutorial. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to email us at api@box.com. But other than that, best of luck developing on our platform, and thanks for tuning in.